Hey everyone, my name is Elizabeth Japsik Schuler. I will be your instructor for general psychology for this semester. This video is going to be very brief because it's a quick recap of the syllabus which we discussed on the first day of class. So only watch this if you need a review for the quiz because I'm just going to hit the main points. Our class will run January 6th to May 9th. We will meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 1:50 in Building 11, Room 25. So when you walk into the building, it's on the left. As for me, my name is Elizabeth Japsik Schuler, as you know. Not Mrs. Schuler, bleh, that's my mother-in-law. I love her. That's her, not me. You may call me Miss Elizabeth, EJS. I like those. Um, Mrs. Japsik Schuler, if you're feeling froggy. But my office is in Building 11, Room 28C. So it's kind of down the hall from our class, like 10 feet away. My office hours are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. These hours are sacred. You will always be able to contact me in these hours, barring some emergency. Note that I don't have any office hours on Thursday, but I'm still here. Just the best way to contact me outside of seeing me after class or in person would be to email me at elizabeth.japsikschuler@beaufortccc.edu. I know it's a mouthful. But make sure you're emailing me. My husband used to be a student here, and some people were emailing him on accident because he's also an E. Japsik Schuler. So make sure you have the right email. What we're going to look at this semester is a scientific study of behavior and mental processes, which it's a lot. So our course is going to move kind of quickly. But what I want you to do is make sure you're reading for class. Last semester I had trouble with my seated portion not reading. And it helps us to bolster the conversation because I think you'll find I'm very casual in my class and I want to build a community for learning. But to do that, we really have to know what the material is that we're working with. So first off, the textbook you'll find here. There's a link here. It is an open resource text from OpenStax 2nd edition. And you can find a print copy of it here if you want to order a print copy. It's like 35 or 40 bucks. I personally like print copies, but you don't have to get the print copy. You will also need reliable access to internet connection for this course because you will be submitting work online. So please make sure you secure that. You'll see here a list of our units. These will coincide with the unit folders located in our Blackboard content, the topic, and what needs to be read for that unit, as well as the homework and their respective due dates. So please make note of that. That should be a reading quiz and not a paper, so I will change that. Your methods of evaluation, your score. So you don't have many points in this class, but majority of your points are going to be based on pop quizzes, which are going to be based on your reading. I know, don't come at me, pop quizzes, right? I just had too many issues with people not reading. I want to make sure we're reading, so we will be given pop quizzes. You will have one pop quiz per week worth 10 points. So as long as you're reading, you should do well on it. I will try to keep it a nice variation of multiple choice, true, false, and written questions. For a total of 520 points for this class, I have to change that value. Now, when you're calculating your score for this class, we're going to use a traditional 10-point scale. I will use the truncated whole number as your final score. So if you get an 89.97, that's an 89, that's a B. I don't round up because I accept work. I'm very gracious throughout the semester in accepting late work and giving extra credit. So I have to draw the line at not rounding grades. In this class, we're going to record videos just in case you're out for COVID because our attendance procedure is pretty strict for the SBS department now. Basically, you cannot miss 20% of this class at any point. I know you've heard the 14-day rule throughout the college. If you miss 14 days in a row, you'll be withdrawn. Well, for the social and behavioral sciences, it's if you miss 10 classes, right? 10 classes at any point in any order, and you are withdrawn from the class. Okay, now COVID is going to be an exception because I'm a germaphobe and I don't want you in class with COVID or COVID symptoms. So, we'll work through that. I don't make a difference between excused and unexcused absences, but with COVID, that's different. you will not be counted absent as long as you tune in from home and complete the notes assignment, which I have more information on that in the COVID quarantine folder. But 10 absences is about 20% of the course missed, and that's just too much information lost. So you will be withdrawn. Now, if you reach 10 absences before April 4th, you will be withdrawn and your final grade will be a W. It won't affect your academic, your transcript, your GPA, but it will affect your progress. If you are withdrawn after April 4th, you will earn an F for this course. So make sure if you're going to withdraw, you do so before April 4th. Now for our attendance, how is that attendance taken? So I will tell you. We're going to do 1 minute thesis for this class. So at the end of each class, for 1 minute, you're going to give me a quick recap of some things you learned. You can take notes during class or do it during this session, and you will hand me that little note sheet as your ticket to class. And that's how I'm going to count your attendance. So remember, you will still complete that notes assignment if you're out for COVID. You have 3 days to do so. So let's say you're out because you have COVID and you feel like crap and you're like, Miss Elizabeth, I don't feel like doing that notes assignment right now. I'm like, I get it. You have 3 days to do it. I can give you longer if needed. So you will not be counted absent for a COVID-related absence. If you talk to me, you tune in, or you watch the pre-recorded lecture and complete the notes assignment. I know it sounds a little complicated right now, but I promise it's not too hard to miss, not to miss 10 classes. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. What else? You must attend class before January 18th, because that will count as your enrollment officially, so make sure you do that. And secondly, we have a bunch of different resources I want you to check out. We'll talk about those in class. But accessibility services is important. If you have a disability that's seen or unseen, something like a learning disability, Crohn's, type 1 diabetes, these are things that require accommodations. So make sure you contact accessibility services as soon as you can, because it's easier to do these things. We want you to have those accommodations as soon as possible, because we can't enact them retrospectively. So please make sure you do that if needed. I know this was a lot in a small bite of information, small little micro lecture, but please let me know if you have any questions. And I can't wait to share this semester with you all.